We're going to go to Manny Badillo in just a moment. Then I'm going to get to all your calls before our next guest joins us, G. Edward Griffin. We'll get into eugenics, the global carbon tax, all of it coming up. I know I just spent 2.5 hours on eugenics today, but I mean, how can you not when the president's czar over science is saying CPS, take everyone's children, drug the water, drug the food, implant chips in people to control them. And then we're the bad ones because we don't want this to happen to us. We're the weirdos. All these years they've denied all this, and now they're openly announcing world government, world currencies. It's all happening. In fact, we have that Russian president calling for the global currency, don't we? But see, what he's doing is the United States and Geithner have one global currency they want. The Russians are saying they want a different one. So that's just them pushing for that. So that's coming up in just a moment. Before I go to Manny Badillo, great guy who's, by the way, in my film, Truth Rising. He lost his uncle, Mr. Sgroi, in one of the two towers on 9/11 with some big breaking news. We appreciate him coming on to share it with us here first. I want to tell you about one of our great sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't go sign up for training at frontsight.com, you're crazy. I mean, this is above law enforcement military training. It's a 5-day course, no drill instructor attitude, and basically it's 75% off. It's normally about, what they say, $4,500 for this. It's $1,100 for this 5-day training. You get a 30-plus state concealed permit license with it, and you get a free Springfield Armory XD pistol in the caliber of your choice. So just the training alone would normally be a $4,000 course, and it's only $1,100. Then you get the free gun in your caliber of choice and the 30-state concealed carry that comes with it. And I wish I had time to go do this. Believe me, this is the name. We are proud to have them as a sponsor, frontsight.com. Take the family this summer or this fall coming up. Go to frontsight.com today. Get a free brochure. Watch some of their videos. Sign up for their free newsletter. Talk to them. We need patriots to have training. It's not enough to have guns. You need training to defend yourself in the Republic. And the place to go is frontsight.com. That's frontsight.com. Frontsight.com. And go there and find out about this limited time offer that they've got running right now. Okay, I ended up getting stuck with Paul on eugenics, and I apologize to Manny getting him on a little bit. Lady joins us from New York, and Manny's a very articulate, very smart, passionate 9/11 truther, and he's also with 9/11 WeAreChange and Luke Radowski in New York with that founding chapter of WeAreChange. And because he lost family, he's been able to get into some of the preliminary hearings about the new 9/11 kangaroo court trials. And Obama has said that even if they're found not guilty, that they're going to be held indefinitely. So this is now pre-crime. So it's worse than Bush, and it's being called liberal. So he was in on some of those meetings and brought up serious questions and was told to shut up. He joins us now to talk about that. But even more important, they've gotten the signatures and then some needed to make this be a ballot issue for a city investigation of what happened. So let's go to Manny Badillo. Manny, it is great to have you on with us, sir.
And it is great to be on your show, Alex. I appreciate you and what you're doing and sticking to your obligation as an American citizen to bring up the points relating to my uncle's murder and so many other points. It's appreciated tremendously, sir.
Well, we appreciate you. And there's a lot of demonization of 9/11 Truth going on. 9/11 Truth is out there getting bigger every day. 9/11 Truth, WeAreChange, InfoWarriors, a bunch of other groups are out there constantly making the news, bringing up the issues of government-sponsored terrorism. If we don't do that, they're going to continue to stage the attacks and use those staged events like flu or Al-Qaeda attacks to bring in their control. But where should we start? The petitions, or should we get into some of the behind-the-scenes with these kangaroo trials?
Let's start with the petitions. I'll explain to you real quick. nyccan.org. Coalition for Accountability Now. We are here in New York City collecting petitions every day. We have collected upwards of 68,000 signatures from New York City voters who are looking to have a new investigation into what happened on 9/11. This is with subpoena power, and this is privately funded. We handed in 52,000 signatures a couple of weeks ago to the city clerk, Mike McSweeney, in New York. We're looking to have those validated. We're looking to see if it goes to the city council for a vote. We are also looking for support. We are looking for donations so we can continue to have the signatures collected. We're looking to collect at least 30,000 more signatures within the next few weeks to override any vote that the city council may give, so we can ensure that this goes onto the ballot in November, giving New York City voters the ability to say yes to a subpoena-powered investigation into what happened on 9/11.
And this is a big feat that you've gotten all these signatures, and even if they throw a lot of them out, break down the rules and the math on that, and then if it gets accepted, which it looks like it will, what the process is now, because any real investigation of 9/11 and even a second whitewash opens a lot of holes up. The first 9/11 whitewash by Congress brought a lot out. The second official commission whitewash brought a lot out. Now that we've had members and general counsel come out and say it was all a lie, all a fraud, we agreed to lie with the Pentagon, that's now mainstream news. I mean, this is really discrediting them right now.
Right now, we're at a position where we have over 68,000 signatures, okay? We are still looking to collect more signatures because the vote, any vote given by the city council, hopefully it will be coming up within the next few weeks with the city council. We're still not sure where the city council is looking to go. We're still not sure where the city clerk is looking to go. All we know is that we've done our job. We've been on the streets. We've been collecting signatures. We engage people one-on-one. This is a very honest, passionate way, a more passive way even, for citizens to participate in democracy. We are asking them to sign a ballot initiative that allows for a commission to be set up. And this commission is going to have subpoena power. It's going to protect those who have come out, spoken about what happened on 9/11 that weren't heard during the first sham of an investigation. 70% of our questions were never answered during the 9/11 commission. I mentioned that in the movie Truth Rising. The fact is that this petition is looking to have all questions answered. We are looking to have the ability for New York City voters to say yes, and then to proceed on to a commission that's going to be honest. It's going to be chosen by the people. We have family members, survivors on the commission already overseeing it. We have an executive committee that is actively participating in what's happening here. This, Alex, is something that hasn't taken place in the rest of the world, well before even here in the U.S. We are engaging people every day. This isn't about theory. This isn't about who did it, what happened. This is about giving New York City voters the opportunity to say yes. Then we proceed with the proper investigation that's due my uncle and 3,000 others that were murdered, and there's no questions answered. This will answer those questions.
Manny, what is it like for you to see top physicists and engineers and scientists in peer-reviewed journals in Europe, the United States, coming out and saying clearly we didn't just find the evidence of thermite and thermate and bombs, but specifically even finding part of the unexpended thermite? Then it turns out the very people running the NIST report are the very few experts in NASA thermite, thermate, rocket separation technology. Then there's people in the commission connected in with the special jacketing in Building 7 of unconventional fire retardant in 99 when they built the CIA command bunker in there. I mean, we really are honing it right down to the individuals now. I mean, knowing who these murderers are, and I understand you're just going for an investigation, but the evidence is there. More and more we know who the actual murderers are. What is it like to be closing in on really how they did it?
Well, it feels tremendously empowering, and it should feel tremendously empowering to all family members that lost someone, to all first responders that are dying today based on the lies they were told, and to all survivors, but also the rest of New York City, the rest of this country, the rest of the world. This is evidence that's coming out every day that should have been included in the original investigation that took place. Evidence that should have been included because in a court of law, when you take in this evidence, it's weighed, okay? What's happening, nyccan.org here, we're going to have a commission where we're not going to have political considerations. This is going to be a privately funded investigation. This is going to be an investigation that has subpoena power to protect those like Civil Edmonds and so many others that have come out and spoken about what they knew that the original 9/11 investigation did not want to hear. So it's very important. It's very empowering. And to hear that people throughout the world, Alex, are investigating what's happening, are finding the evidence, publishing the evidence. I'll be honest with you. I had a conversation with my mother yesterday. Okay, she's the sister of my uncle. Okay, she was asking, why aren't more people speaking out?